Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The seats are shoveled, the fans are ready for a snow game here in Buffalo. And we're off and running from Western New York. On the return, here's Ray Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own. Yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Another one for Cook. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tyson Anderson on the tackle.
Allen on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Got a man. It's Knox. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. 1st and 10 from the 43. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Again, Allen to the air. Flush down out to his left. Now he takes it. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A loss of a yard.
Again, it's Cook. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, kid, 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop!
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's Brown again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
11, 11, 11, 11. Here we go, here we go. Stop. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll run again with Brown. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
It's caught. Chase has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at first down here.
180. Stop.
Brown on the inside give. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Gun. Stop. Can't catch. Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
11 MT. Hey. Stop.
Short yardage run here for Brown. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Bengals have a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
11, 11, 11. Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
A give now to Brown. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
A give on 2nd, it's Brown. And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
12, 12, 12.
On third down, here's Burrow. And Bills get to him. He's brought down. And they come up big on third down there with the set.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide shot. Turbo shot.
Now with the play clock low, Zach Taylor hurriedly calls a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
11. Can. Stop. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow trying on fourth down. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
11. Gun. Stop.
Right back to Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get their first point of this game just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
Complete at the 2. And he'll get in. That gives them an 8-0 lead. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Allen now on first down. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very set.
Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
At their own 30-yard line.
One last play before the break.
11 Thomas. Here we go. Stop.
Looking to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
A run with Brown. And he will be taken down, that much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
11. Here we go. 180. It's hot.
Going with Brown on the ground. And only can get it a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
11, mighty. Let's get set. Right, stop.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
11. 11, Thomas. Big 13. Big 13.
Brown gets it again here on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 12.
Now it's Brown. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes him off for 6.
And he gets in. They push down to a 16-0 lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over, still on their side of the field. They're at the 48. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of
Well, the summer humidity has abated, the roof is open, and it's time for football at NRG Stadium here in Houston, Texas. And today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
MT. Here we go. 11. Dot.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. Right 80.
Right back to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9.
11. Here we go. 11.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Down the left sideline. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, 37 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Texans nothing. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Looking to put a drive together.
Oh, man. 118. 19 Texas. Hey, south.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Tony.
Inside handoff to Mixon. He finds some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 71 yards. And the Texans have come back to make it a 2-point game. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Look the high.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
180. Play shot. On one, ready? Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
empty. Gun.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
180. Nice up.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Brown will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
On the quick, right?
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Here's a give to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, a 23-yard run. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Texans 6. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Hey, Uno. Look the hot.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 173 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 180. It's hot.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'm one, right? 11. Gun. Shot. 180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
180. 11. MT. Kate.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Touchdown. Chase Brown, 55 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Dot.
Now Burrow. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
11, here we go. Dot.
Burrow will throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Looking to put a drive together.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Mixing up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Play action. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown from 6 yards away. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Bengals 29, Texans 12. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Gun.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now it's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. 20, 5, and all the way Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 48 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
118. What's that? Hey, Uno. Buggy. Look the hot.
Stroud looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
11 MT. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 26 yards. And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
They deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go in Cincinnati. Samaje Perine on the return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25 just to... For 2 short of it, he's out along the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. Gun, gun.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. A lot of space ahead. He cuts it right. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Zach Taylor sends in the call. They're going for 2.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Has it at the 2. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They send a man in motion. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Goff on 3rd. Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
There's Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 9.
2 for 66.
2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
2, 12, 12.
They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And somebody's on it. Let's wait for the signal. Yes, it was recovered by the defense. Oh, man. Looked like a big play touchdown, and instead the defense steals it away on the fumble for the touchback. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Brown to start the drive. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Thomas. Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. 180.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go.
Here's Brown again. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Third down, give to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Gun. Cut.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 8-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this.
On one, ready?
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They start with 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80. 11 mighty.
They'll run again with Brown. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of this. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
11. Stop.
That one's out and cut on the right side. Dodges another stop. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
6 yards.
That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
12. Here we go. Stop.
A give left side to Brown. Nice vision to see some room up the middle there. He nets a 9.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
12. Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a pickup of 4 yards and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor.
On 2.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Here we go. Stop.
Now again, it's Brown headed right. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Let's get set. Can.
Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 1, ready?
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down.
Gun. 11. Wide 80.
Short yardage run here for Brown. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and goal.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
11, MT. Right, 80. Shot.
Line up the design keeper. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Setting up, second and goal.
11, Thomas. Here we go. Shot.
Brown. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Now Burrow leading his Bengals up as they go for 2.
11. Here we go.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Has it at the 1. And he will reach the end zone to a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point try.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Like 20. Value 3. Value 3.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
180. Cornell.
Goff working from the pistol. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals take over at the 34-yard line. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Now a toss. This is Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
12. Let's get set. Shot. 11 MT. Shot.
Give on second. It's Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Got to figure out this third down here.
11.
Here he goes, third and long. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
On one, ready?
Fourth and forever coming up.
Here we go. Right 80. Right cut. 12. Sahad. 42. Sahad.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So on fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
120.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Race this across the 25. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. That one goes for 31 yards. And that is good for Detroit first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gain of 31 yards. First down, Lions.
Goff on first and 10. Down the sideline past the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
Lions, first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
From the gun, Goff. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. So we'll get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a first down.
First down.
Gun.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
11 MT. 11.
Brown on the inside give. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It is Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
11 MT. Here we go.
On the ground, Brown. There he goes again. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 3-score game in the fourth.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
180. What is that? 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow will throw for it. And the tip-forward pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
22. Lions nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Makes a cut to the right sideline. He has room past the 25. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Goff leading the offense back to the line. You're going for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's a design run. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
12. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11. Right.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Ready?
Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
11. Here we go. Right 80. Down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
The tackle made at
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first.
It's a gain of 7.
And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd.
Gain of 6.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here we go. Hot. 180. 180. Hot. 12.
Back to Brown on 1st down. He has room past the 25. Here he goes again. And they take this in for the score. The Bengals have likely locked up the win right there. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in 1 contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Evan McPherson to kick off for
Here's
Cincinnati.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Brings up
out of the shotgun. Gone. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
It's on target to Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for a Lions.
1st down throw from Goff. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will.
2 first.
Now gone. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Lions trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Desperation time here. Connects on the crosser. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving. All set to go now from the 35.
And the Lions 1st down.
20. Ric Flair.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
Hold on.
It's 2nd down.
Goff to the air now. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
14.
Goff's going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
He'd be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it sets up 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's a foot race. The 40. Hits the 20. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 22. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down. Looking quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! Working quickly here.
13 yards on the play. That's another.
On 1st down, it's Goff.
Lions, 1st down.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Shell! 5. Louis. Hold on. Section. Well, you breathe.
Goff setting the throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
20.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 first. 76. Tell him. 76.
Throwing again. It's Goff. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up.
10 at the 21-yard line.
180. We're good.
They're going to throw again. Goff. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Bengals make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.